Shaikichi like was able to cause this damage and being in a good position. I'm not seeing this DreamMax to be honest. Only like Entity7 like playing forward.
I feel like I've seen Shaikichi only been playing nothing like major damaging, right? She's been on ZTN, she's been on Zushin right now. There's nothing that has that where it's in favor of her doing the damage or in favor of her being that damage dealer that they need. So maybe if she were to pick up something like a damage dealer, like a Lunix or Kimmy, something like that can help them come back from this maybe in some way. But like more of like her picking up ZT and Zushin is more of helping control for the team to kind of do something, but it doesn't seem like that's helping them at this point right now.
I kind of disagree when it comes down to whether it is the draft. I feel like DreamMax are getting baited into a lot of pickups that they don't need to go for. The last draft that we had, the first two pickups by the side of DreamMax, one of them was Marcel. They didn't need to prioritize Marcel because it had already been picked up by Entity7. So they could have waited for the second part of that pickup to go ahead and pick up Marcel, gotten the Phobius underneath them. Something that also, first of all, it's a Phobius, so it's going to do very, very well. Two, it's going to get Goo on something that he's confident on, that's strong, that he can help support up the team. And yeah, so I mean, and I feel like unfortunately DreamMax are kind of falling into these little traps that Entity7 is kind of laying out there. It's like, yes, you see the Marcel out there, you want to pick it up though, even though like we've already picked it, so there's no way for us to pick it up or take it away from you in this first draft. And they went ahead and they picked it up. So there's just those little mistakes kind of coming out. And I feel like the draft is when you get stuff like that and you give pieces like that away, it just makes Entity7 even stronger, to the point that, I mean, I understand we're talking about them being DreamMax is being safe and things like this. It's because once the draft is out, they realize, oh man, I think we messed up, boys. And it's like, so maybe we have to wait a little bit for the late game, but with a team like Entity7, you're not going to really get that type of opportunity to be waiting until the late game there. The biggest thing that Alpha 7 did to conquer Entity7 was winning in the draft. That was the biggest thing. That's the first part. That's the first part of what you need to do to be successful, because winning the draft isn't enough, but it's one of those key factors that you need to be able to do against a team like Entity7. The second part is to maintain that discipline during the games where you have the lead, because Entity7 can turn that around.
They call me a hero.
But here, right now, I mean, we're going to go ahead and see big priority being placed on Yusun Shin here for the side of Entity7, and we're going to see what DreamMax have in reply.
Yeah. And we still have this possibility for Instant Machine here, like leading, heading for the gold lane or in the jungle for hide on bush. But now here comes the DreamMax response here. I'm looking for some options here for the dragon boys actually. Right, so maybe. Okay, I think that maybe King can play with Suyu on this game, but here comes with Valentina to Shaikichi, and now we see the second one, Glue here. All right, it's an interesting one because as we're seeing is in those videos, is when it comes from DreamMax, Blink says that it's a hero like he doesn't like to play, but he has to, right? So maybe if Glue is going to be a roamer, so he's heading for Blink.
Yeah, they're going ahead and picking up the Lunix there on the side of Entity7 and Guinevere. And this time they didn't ban out Valentina, they decided to pick it up, but then they picked it up before seeing what the other team was going to choose. So that's kind of risk there, or is it their way of saying like, oh, I dare you to choose something that I can counter, take your skill or your ultimate. So
when the body suffers,
not really sure.
Your team
the
is
spirit.
I feel like when you pick an early Valentina, it's to try to offset, it's to try to change the enemy's game plan to where now they have to think about the ultimates that they're going to be giving you. When it comes to Entity 7, I feel like they're always going to have something like that in the back of their head when it comes to some of the drafts here. And taking a look at this draft too, this is something that we've been talking about, especially today when it comes to pairing up the Guinevere. Alone, Guinevere is not really that strong, but when you pair it up with something bursty that's going to be able to help and take advantage of that Violet Requiem, it's going to be a huge asset for your team. Pairing that up with a Lunox is going to be a huge thing too, especially if you can get that jump onto glue. You're going to make mincemeat of a glue very early there, because Lunox just really specializes here. I feel like a king, man. He's just like, bro, whatever. It's possibly the last game. Let's do it. I'm gonna bring out my bread and butter. You guys bring out your bread and butter. Let's go out with a bang.
Yeah, let me be happy here on this game, playing with Lancelot here on the jungler with an assassin here. Like, okay, I think I have a feeling that it's gonna be a versus test in Sunshin here in the jungle. Yeah, beside like we're having this Guinevere, maybe. Oh no, Gato Chacha is heading on the on the roaming. Guinevere is heading on the jungler, and yeah, and Sunshin the gold lane here. Okay, yeah.
All right, well. They went ahead and picked up CC and Gato Catcha. Right now they are waiting to see what they'll choose here for their EXP laner, or are they gonna leave glue in the EXP lane? I don't even know at this point.
This is something that I think I was talking about off cast a little bit with you guys when it comes to these super intentional drafts that you can automatically see where they synergize for the South. Guinevere, not only do you have the backup from the Lunox, but now you have the Gatakacha who can come in with the Avatar of the Guardian, pop up it can pop up a group of enemies, and that will allow Guinevere to come in and get that Violet Requiem. It's just the way some of these combinations synergize with each other is just huge, especially here for the side of Entity 7. DreamMax is going to have to be very thorough about where they're going, what bushes that they're checking, because I feel like even if you're the tankiest tank, if you, especially like I said, Blink is going to have a hard time here if he gets caught by hide on bush.
Yeah, so Hide on Bush here with Guinevere had this potential to jump and isolate someone here, and not only to execute the Requiem Violet, but it's still to have this follow-up of damage when it comes to Doom with Sunshin, when it comes to Shin here playing with the Lunox, especially with this outscale here on late game. So things are going to be very interesting on this third game. So we're seeing Gu playing with the Yuzong, a hero that I was expecting on the last game, but now playing here. It could be that would be interesting, but I don't think that like maybe this Yuzong like is zoning out the players when it comes to Hide on Bush. Like for example, that he has the jump, Shin that he has the brilliance here to escape, you know, Akashi like CC which has this sustain. So I want to see what is going to happen on this third game as well here, bro.
Yeah, my problem with this, especially with Gu on the Yuzong here right now, is that how is the matchup with CC going to go? And then if the Yuzong is going to be able to dominate his lane, if he is going to be able to rotate faster, who is going to be the target he's going to be able to catch on the side of Entity 7? Shin is going to have that brilliance he's going to be able to use to get himself out of harm's way. Doom, he's not going to be joining in too many of those early fights. And then what have you got? You've got Hide on Bush, who's going to be able to disengage, and Vaglin is definitely not going to be the target that you're going to be looking for. So it's going to be very tough target selection for the side of Goo. And I mean, King is going to have to play the game of the lanciest Lance game that we've ever seen coming out from him here if they want to be victorious. It's not impossible too, because I feel like you got a lot of squishies on the side of Entity7 too. But Rico, take us into game 3.
Let's go, everybody. Let's go, Private. Let's go, everybody here. Welcome to the Land of Dawn. This is the game point for Entity7. It's not over yet for DreamMax, but they have to play the game of their lives to still survive on the competition here. Let's go, Private.
Yeah, both of these teams are now fighting for their place to get up and meet Alpha 7. Unfortunately, DreamMax backs against the wall right now. Oh, Blink taking a decent amount of damage already from this composition at the mid lane. Vagin and Shin just doing a great job kind of managing a lot of that. Blink even taking another bit of damage there. Is going to have to go back, and this is going to leave open the Lethal Wanderer for Entity7.
Yeah, so here now as the first minute of, oh, Goo, might be in trouble, but I don't think that, oh, on the mid lane.
Oh, yeah, they're going to go after Shen here. You can see a great matchup there for King. Going to be able to find that kill with the Thorned Rose. Vagin gets taken, takes out a Blink, and Shaikiche tries to make him pay for it, but is not going to be able to find the damage.
Yeah, so one kill here for both teams, but it would be better for DreamMax because the first one here was for a King. Checking out the emblem stats here, like quantum charge for Yuzong here on the XP lane. That's gonna okay. IP Rage on the mid lane here, but now here comes on the top side with 2 players. Dune might be in trouble because Shaikiche.
Yeah, Shaikiche lying in wait, but Doom, I mean, this is just what I'm talking about, those little things that they do, whereas he has no vision up at the bottom, so he's not going to go ahead and press down low. He's going to keep himself very high up on the angle here for this tower, just in case there was somebody in there, which there was that we knew in there. Now you can see the damage coming in, Blink on the side, as Hide on Bush starts on this turtle. In comes damage coming out from Shaikiche. She's already down to a King, able to find himself the retribution and the kill onto Hide on Bush. Vagin goes in, gets popped up as well. King going in, looking for the angle. Is he going to be able to find it? Finds another kill onto Vagin, and this is his Lancelot that he is doing a great job on. 3-0-0 in the first 2 minutes.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. It's one of the King's signature here. There's a Lancelot. 3 kills for King on this game number 3. The first total heading for the Dragon Boys. It's not the end. Playing like DreamMax here is playing very good.
Oh, this is what we were talking about. The pop-up onto Blink to absolutely shred him down. Hide on Bush takes a huge Thorned Rose and gets taken a huge amount of damage, only left with 25% health. Is going to have to turn back away to his jungle to get fed back up. But this is not the only thing that DreamMax needs to do successfully. They need to hold the discipline, need to make sure that they are winning these fights and continuing the pressure, because we've seen Entity7, the first mistake that comes out, Entity7 is going to be able to take a mile with that rope.
Yeah, but now we're seeing Akashi here causing so much pressure on Goo's side. Meanwhile, we have Hunter Strike here on Insushin's hand, heading out from Doom. Yeah, I think that here Goo has to be very careful when it comes to this CC and having yo-yos here, especially because we have Hide on Bush on the bottom lane here, ready to jump. Like, it's so crazy to jump on Goo's shoulder here, so he has to take care.
Ooh, King goes in. We do have the Brilliance coming out there. Now the rest of DreamMax going ahead, trying to put the damage on to Hide on Bush, who's looking for an escape. Shin on the backside gets double teamed and sandwiches. King able to find the kill onto Shin as well. Blink unfortunately got taken underneath the tower. Hide on Bush gonna find his first kill of the game. Now 4-4 apiece for DreamMax and Entity. Black Dragon is out. trying to find the damage onto Vagin, who's gonna have out that revitalize for himself. Brilliance is out. Might be in a little bit of trouble here as Vagin goes down. Goo able to find a kill. Akashi able to chase down Shikishe. King coming in. Thorn Rose is out, but you do see the punishment coming out from Akishi. Shin able to find the kill onto Goo, and that's gonna open it up for Entity7 to take this turtle.
I mean it. These heavy yo-yos here coming from Akachi on the mid lane on VCC was like making a difference so far. Oh, on the top side here. Okay.
Yeah, Blazing Duet came out from Zeus there. Blink's gonna go ahead. Ooh, Avatar of the Guardian comes out there. That's gonna go ahead and stop DreamMax dead in their tracks from putting on any pressure onto that. Talking about pressure, Entity7 able to find the tower down at bottom. Goo, he's only able to hide in the bush right now, and you can see Shen and the focus now underneath the purple buff. Hide on bush was trying to steal that purple buff, but King comes in, finds the retribution.
Yeah, but now here they don't stop. Here comes Entity7.
Oh, look at the damage going on. The Blink Akashi chases him down, finds the kill for their team. 7-5, Entity7, even with DreamMax trying to keep up the pace, Entity7 narrowly starting to inch their way ahead.
Yeah, checking out the gold lead here, almost heading 2K for Entity7, plus the first tower on the bottom lane, working so well in the macro. Zeus!
And down goes Zeus, a huge wombo combo. It doesn't even matter. You would think that the Avatar of the Guardian was a little bit extra, but they just wanted to make sure that he went down. Thorned Rose onto Akashi, who's already starting to get a pretty beefy there. Even the Thorned Rose barely did any damage down to him.
Yeah, the Akashi now like forcing two players of DreamMax to defend the tower on the bottom lane. Oh, here comes.
Yeah, Violet Requiem followed by the Brilliance coming out from Shen. In comes Goo to try to find that damage on the Vagin. Vagin might be in a little bit of trouble. Look at the health he has. A big pop-up lands on the Goo. Might be in trouble. Shen able to find the kill. 10-5 right now in favor of Entity7.
Yeah, one more kill here for Entity7. 10 from 5 on the top side here. Zeus was taken down by Doom here. 1v1, completely dominated by the gold laner from Entity7.
Oh, they are able to finally find a kill onto Akashi, but that's going to open it up for them, Entity7, to push into the mid lane. Next, a turtle is up. DreamMax looking for a way in. They need to keep up this pace, need to keep on going in to be able to kind of keep up this aggression. Otherwise, it's going to start slipping out of their hands, and I doubt they really want this game to be another one of those where they're just sitting idly by, letting Entity7 get objective after objective. Now they're going to go in. Hide on bush, going to be able to find the turtle. Big aggression coming out of the Avatar of the Guardian. Finds Blink. Vagin able to find the finishing touch there. The Brilliance IMU coming out from Shikitse, trying to find the escape on the backside. King looking for the orange buff, but the rest of Entity7 is right there. Out comes the Thorned Rose. Black Dragon is out too to find some damage. Are they going to be able to find it onto Vagin again? The big focus going on as the Thorned Rose. King is able to find the kill. Doom comes in, finds a kill onto Goo as the pressure begins to mount at the mid lane.
Yeah, Entity7 only playing forward once again here. Okay, we can say that DreamMax is trying to play an aggressive since from the first minute here with the King getting the kills with Shaikichi, but now like Entity7 finding these macro situations when it comes to leading towers, taking down towers here. No tower number 2 on the bottom lane, only on the mid lane here. So even though like Entity7 knows how to handle the pressure, knows how to handle the DreamMax initiation. So the third game here, like 13 kills. Oh, Blink. Oh my goodness. Okay, so he's able to survive, but the gold lead here like heading almost to 6K for Entity7. Once again, things are getting tough for DreamMax.
Yeah, it's getting tough, but King's having the game of his life on this Lance right now, sitting at 6-0-0 despite the gold deficit for his team on DreamMax. He's still able to kind of find a lot of those punctures to get to the back line, to find hide on bush, to find Doom, to be able to find a lot of these kills here. Not finding Doom, but to be able to get into Shin. He's been having a decent game. It's just now we're starting to edge into that territory where a lot of these fights are not going to go into DreamMax's favor. A good setup here for the side of DreamMax as Entity7 going to go ahead and start on this Lord. Shakite gets caught as Vagin goes ahead, finds a little bit of a dash there. Now pushing away Avatar to the Guardian, catches Shakite into the back line. Out comes the Black Dragon, and now a great peeling ability coming out from the side of a DreamMax to try to protect Shakite. Doom able to find a kill. Akashi finds one onto Shakite, and Akashi with the disengage. Unable to reply is DreamMax.
2 more kills for Entity7 here, plus the Lord. More pressure, more goal lead here, more map domination, more everything for Entity7 so far.
Yeah, and I mean, 15-7 right now. DreamMax trying as best as they can. A long road to get here. You can see the Blazing Duet coming out as well. King tries to go in. Doom actually able to sidestep. I believe that was the Phantom Execution coming out from him. Down goes Zeus. Hide on Bush able to find the kill there as well. A pop-up. Hide on Bush going in, trying to find the dash onto Goo, who disengages back underneath their high ground tower.
Yeah, so now only high ground towers on the mid and the bottom lane here, while the Lord is heading on the bottom side for Entity7. 11 minutes here, 8K in the goal lead. Oh, here comes.
Oh, yeah, coming out with a few punctures to find himself an escape. Another Violet Requiem, this time onto Goo, and the suppression coming on from Shin. The immense amount of damage, the combination of this Linux, of this Guinevere, really coming in to pay for itself in dividends. Doom able to take down the bottom tower. Lord now cruising its way to the core as the rest of DreamMax trying to burst it down. Entity7 now going to focus up at the top. Avatar the Guardian comes out. It doesn't catch King. It is not able to. And now the tower damage actually coming out onto the side of Entity7, who might be taking a little bit too much damage. Black Dragon is out as well. Brilliance coming out from the side of Shen, looking for the escape. Big pop-up lands. Is this going to be enough? Goo gets taken out by Hide on Bush. Akashi is down via Zeus, but Shakiche gets taken out by Doom, and finding himself a double 3 down for the side of DreamMax.
Oh, one more kill here. Triple kill for Doom for Entity7. Oh my goodness. 21 kills here on game number 3. Oh my. Oh, are they going to finish the game here on the bottom lane? Doom and Shin?
King. Man, King is just so smooth on this Lancelot. Unfortunately, there are not 4 other Kings on this team right now to be able to kind of carry it as King. I mean, 6-0-1 right now. He's able to get in, able to find the kills. I want to say, though, he has kind of been shut down in the last 5 minutes of this game. He's able to kind of find those punctures, but he's not able to find the damage anymore to find some of those kills. And right now, Entity7 is taking a huge advantage of that. 21 right now to 9, and almost, I want to say, about a 7K gold lead for Entity7.
Yeah, on the top side, the party is going on once again. Oh. Okay. Now they're heading for the next Lord. 2 seconds remaining here. Goal lead. Oh, almost 10. No, almost 8K here for Entity7. The Lord, he's on the pit once again. DreamMax has to find a way. I don't think that they're going to fight back this Lord here, because the domination, especially when it comes to this minion waves, are like crashing so much to Entity7. So they have to wait on the base, and they have to defend to still believe into the reverse sweep on this best of 5.
Yeah, and a DreamMax right now fighting tooth and nail for their survival here in the playoffs right now. Back in, gonna go ahead. Oh, they just missed the jump up onto Blink, who might be in a little bit of trouble here. You see the damage coming out from them as well. They are able to find the disengagement for Blink. It is a DreamMax.
Yeah, so here after Entity7's initiation, it was a failure. So DreamMax is able to get this whole 5 players still on the game. But the Lord, this one is heading on the bottom lane. Look at Shaikichi. Look at Shaikichi. Shaiki is up to something.
Yeah, trying to come in. Black Dragon is out. Shaikichi comes in with the brilliance of her own. Goo in trouble getting bursted down. Doom finds a kill of his own. Now, just high ground towers left for the side of a DreamMax. Lord now crashing in at the core. DreamMax going to make short work of it. King actually tries to go in, finds himself a pop-up. That might be it for the side of King. His first kill or first death of the game. That might be all she wrote for DreamMax, fighting for their life. And Shaikichi and Zeus trying to put on the damage. Entity7 trying to close it out. Will DreamMax be able to find a stop to this? The damage onto the core. Entity7 will be going to the Group South Finals.
Entity7 here with a clean sweep 3-0. Guarantee a spot to the final of MCT AMER South, Zena.
Yes, Entity7 was dominating on that one too. There was no answer for DreamMax, even though, what'd you call it? King? King did an amazing job there. He was doing wonderfully. He barely died any, but just the fact that Glue was not the pick here, right? So he was getting taken out so much here, and that kind of like tumbled everything out of proportion for the side of DreamMax here. So we're gonna have to say goodbye to DreamMax. Sad to say bye to them, but Entity7 gets another chance to go against Alpha7, the top 2 contenders here in the South.
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately for DreamMax, a long road from the bottom 4 of the playoffs to this point, 3rd place. That's nothing to cry about there. I mean, that is a huge advancement, a huge honor to be able to move from that far lower in the ranks all the way up to 3rd place for DreamMax. But there is a reason that Entity7 is basically the boogeyman of the South. The AMER South here. They are just so dominant, and sometimes, I mean, I would consider them basically the complete package when it comes to draft, when it comes to discipline, when it comes to synergy with your teammates here. And they showed that through this series, able to absolutely get a flawless victory, series victory over DreamMax.
Yeah, so and here's an unusual thing that we're not used to see so much is Shaikichi with like 0-4. I forgot like the assistance, but it's not like a very common thing that we see here from DreamMax's mid laner. But once again, like I think that DreamMax did an amazing job here, like reaching the top 3. Of course, they wanted to be the champions. They wanted to get this far. But as a competition, once again, one team has to win, one has to lose, and this time was for Entity7 once again. Honestly, I was expecting like a more tied up best of 5 here, like with more games, with more DreamMax on action here. But Entity7 like knew how to read DreamMax's situation and to bait and some drafts, as Private was saying about on this last game here. But I think that for a DreamMax, this kind of a glue pick or a goo here on the Yuzong, like not knowing the targets that they that he was supposed to track, that he was supposed to neutralize. For example, not only like using the Black Dragon to fly away and trying to zoom players, but they have to have a purpose here with this composition. As we were talking about, like it's like it's almost like an unfair for King here, like playing so well. as a Lancelot, but still like losing this game because of Entity7's performance. But once again here, we see here Goo, yeah, so he used the Black Dragon and he was like pop up immediately by Guinevere, so he was not like allowed to do much on this fight. So the response here for Entity7 was so well, even though like Claw trying to do something here with Zeus, but it wasn't enough for DreamMax here to stand and win this last game. 3-0 here for Entity7 with another full dominance here on the map, playing very good on this macro and these ideas of execution on composition as well. So Entity7 here doing a great job, winning a 3-0 and are going to face Alpha 7 tomorrow in a MCT AMER South final.
Yes, for sure. They're getting their chance to shine again to see if they can come back and get that revenge match and take it away from Alpha 7 here for sure. But let us highlight our MVP of the night for Entity7. Every big moment seemed to have started with this player right here, right at the center. Doom on the gold. 807 KDA, 61k total damage, 824 golds per minute. Did not even die. Wonderful job there.
Yeah, not a single death, and able to kind of farm his way up there to be able to put on a ton of damage. I feel like, unfortunate for DreamMax, Entity7 lost the upper bracket in the worst possible way for DreamMax, and that was due to draft. So what DreamMax were facing here was an Entity7 who had cleaned up the draft, who realized that they had shortcomings in the draft, because I feel like a lot of these drafts were absolutely flawless coming from Entity7. Not just that, but especially Doom. Great to see that he's able to get an MVP, especially with the damage and the combination of that Gwen and the Lunox that was just doing huge amounts of damage, and really was, I want to say, a big part of their success. So to see Doom